Hi, my name is James Longbreak, and this is my presentation on the box and whisker plot and 5-number summary. John Wilder Tukey in 1962 was a professor of statistics at Princeton University. Now at this time, statistics was over 100 years old. However, he realized that statisticians were ignoring what he called real-world data analysis for over 60 years. So Tukey developed what he called the exploratory data analysis, or EDA. EDA is basically techniques that are used to display data to distinguish certain aspects of a data set. In 1970, Tukey then invented the box and whisker plot along with the 5-number summary that we're going to talk about in this presentation. Now, box and whisker plots, they were created for a field of statistics. However, because of their applicability and they're used in both statistics and several quantitative sciences. And they became a standard statistical graph because they display data sets so accurately. The main uses are they find trends, they can distinguish anomalies, they can analyze patterns or discover relationships. Now, in order to talk about the whisker plot, we have to be able to talk about the parts of the box and the whisker plot. So, the box here is the eponymous box, or the interquartile range, known as the IQR. Now, we have the median, which is in the middle. We have the lower quartile on this side. We have the upper quartile on this side. As you see, lower quartile, upper, median. This right here, this line right here is what you call the whiskers. Now, line 1.5 IQR below the lower quartile is Q1, lowest value here. Line 1.5 IQR above the upper quartile, Q3, is up here. The end of the whisker is the minimum value, whereas the end of the upper whisker is the maximum value. So as you see in this display here, you would have 45 would be your median, your lower quartile would be 32.5, your upper quartile would be 57.5. Now, why box and whisker plots? Well, visualization over anything. It's a simple design instead of a complex multi-bar design like you would see in a histogram. And also you can show that multiple box plots all in one and be able to compare the analysis of the data sets. It's easy to read, and it provides more detail at the tail ends of the distribution. Percentiles. Now when we start talking about the percentiles, the median is your 50th percentile, so it is the very median of whatever your data set would be. Your 25th percentile down here, which is your lower quartile, is the 25th% of whatever data set that you're talking about, and obviously your 75th percentile is up here, where that's 75th%. So you would have the very maximum of whatever your data set would be. Let's say it would be 100 over here, let's say it would be 10 over here, and then you would have your 25th, your median, and your 75th percentiles. Now the 5-number summary, it displays the minimum value, it displays the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the maximum value, as displayed down here, or displayed right here. Now, let's kind of examine box plots versus histograms. Now, a box plot has a center and a spread. Outliers are not affected at all for the quartiles, whereas when you have a histogram, your mean, standard, and deviation and spread, outliers do affect. So if you had an outlier over here and the histogram, this whole thing would shift to the right, whereas your outliers out here do not affect that shift or that center and spread at all. How to get started. So the steps for creating a box and a whisker plot is, number one, you have to order your data from the least to greatest. So if you have 10 numbers that you were using in a data set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You would order them exactly so. You would find the mean or the median of that set. So in 10, it would be 5. That would be your median because it's the very middle number. Then you would find the quartiles of your data. You'd find the extremes of your data, the least and the greatest values, and then you would plot the median, quartiles, and extremes below a number line. Draw the box and the whiskers after that. So in our first example here, you can see, we've all seen this in class, Robin collected data on a number of hours that watched television on Sunday through Thursday for Thursday nights on a period for 3 weeks. The data shown below. These are all your different numbers right here ordered chronologically from 1 all the way to 5. You would take and find your median, you would find your 25th percentile, your 75th percentile, and it would be charted down this way. So out here, number 1, that is your least. Up here, number 5 is your maximum. Your 2 here, charted just like this, is your 25th percentile, 3 would be your median, and 4 would be your 75th percentile. Same thing with this, goes into a little more depth. You have a lot more numbers, so once again, you'd find the median, you'd find the lower half, you'd find the upper half, and then you can tell that this is charted here. So in this chart right here, your lowest, your minimum is number 1, your maximum is 22, but the median, and on this one it's talking about sugar and breakfast cereals, would be 7. Your lower quartile would be 4.5, and your upper would be 10.5. Thank you for letting me present this presentation. My name is James Longbreak. Thank you.